Good morning, retail class. This is day 25 of the class, and I don't know what day it is that we've been doing the online stuff, but I'm sure everyone is getting tired of it, as am I. But we need to battle through and make the best of a very weird situation. Just to begin with, I went into the grade book and I put in all the missing assignments. I wanted to give you guys a couple of weeks to kind of get familiar with everything and wasn't putting anything in as missing, but now I have gone in and done that. Just because something is missing, it does not mean that there will be any type of penalty for turning it in. Just do your best to get everything that you're missing turned in as soon as possible, and you will receive full credit. But I just wanted you to be aware of items that you were missing. There's quite a few of you that are missing quite a bit of stuff. So anyway, I have put on Canvas under day 25 some information and an assignment. It's a very brief and short assignment. I'll talk a little bit about that, but this is going to be information for strand number 3, standard 3. And one of the first things that this talks about, and this still is keeping with the theme of last time, of things that you're going to have to manage and worry about as a manager or management in retail. And one of the first things is it says, explain factors affecting pricing decisions. Well, the pricing decisions, that's all going to be controlled by supply and demand. Supply, depending on how much of the product you have. Demand, meaning how much demand is there for the product. And that is completely what controls the price. There's some items that you are going to make a pricing decision based on that you want to have a very high profit margin on that, or there are going to be other items that you are going to have a very low profit margin because you're going to sell a lot. So in a grocery store, an example of a low profit item would be milk. Grocery stores are not making a lot of money on milk. They know milk is something that needs to be sold cheap so you can get you into the store and to buy other things. That if you are going to go into a store and buy, let's say, sliced fruit, so instead of going and buying just a cantaloupe, you go and buy a package that has the cantaloupe already sliced up. That is going to be a very high profit item because they know they're not going to sell a ton of them, but the ones that they do sell, they are going to make a significant profit. So that's what goes into pricing decisions. Different pricing strategies that you may have seen when you go into a store. There's called psychological pricing. This is where something ends in 9. So like you go and buy something that's $1.99 instead of $2. That's psychological pricing. They're trying to make it appear to be a good deal. So you look at it and say, oh, I'm only spending $1.99 instead as opposed to $2. We also have what is called a loss leader pricing strategy. That would be, for an example, milk. There are sometimes grocery stores will offer milk at below cost. So they're actually losing money every time they sell a gallon of milk. But they do that to get people into the store and to buy that cheap milk, and knowing that they're going to pick up other items that are higher profit items. And so it makes it worth it. You also have bundle pricing. The best example of bundle pricing is a Happy Meal at McDonald's. This is where you're bundling multiple products, so a hamburger, a drink, and fries, and you could buy each of them separately, but if you bundle them, that you're going to get a deal. You're going to save some money. Something similar to this, but the biggest difference is it's the same item. It's called multi-unit pricing. Best example of this is you go to a grocery store and you look at something that'll say it's $1.29, or you can get 2 of them for $2. So if you buy 2 of them, you're going to save. You see it a lot of times in convenience stores where you go and buy one Gatorade, it's going to be a $2.59, but if you buy a second one, they'll sell it to you for $1. So multi-unit pricing is where you're buying the same product, but you get a discount by buying multiple of them. Another one is called prestige pricing. This is where companies have a reputation. They have a brand name, an exclusive brand name. Like in the world of watches, this would be a Rolex. Rolex can just charge more because they have the name Rolex. In the world of cars, it could be a Porsche, a Ferrari. These have a prestige pricing because they are considered a prestigious brand and they can charge more for that. You can see it in ice cream. Ben & Jerry's would be considered a premium prestige priced brand. It's a lot more expensive than your average ice cream. And part of that is because they have the name Ben & Jerry and you know that it's going to be a great ice cream. The other thing that we're going to talk about is called break-even pricing. And this is has to do with a short assignment that you'll be given. Break-even pricing is a formula that is used to determine how much of something you need to sell to break even. Break even is where you're no longer losing money, but you're not yet making money. But as soon as you hit that break even point, the next item that you sell will be profitable. So what I've used as an example for the assignment is we're going to use the end zone. Now, the formula for figuring out break-even pricing is you have to take what your fixed expenses are and you divide that by the selling price of what product you're selling minus the cost per unit for that item that you're selling. So for example, and this is what it will show in the assignment, we're going to assume that we have $50 in fixed expenses for the end zone. Let's say that we have to pay $50 a day in rent, okay? And we sell pizzas. The pizzas cost us $5. We sell the pizzas for $8. Now what your assignment is using the formula of fixed expenses divided by the selling price of your product minus the cost of that item. And that will give you your break-even point. This is laid out in the PowerPoint that I've also attached in Canvas under day 25. And what you need to do for the assignment is just respond back to me letting me know the number of pizzas that you need to sell in order to break even. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If there's questions, please let me know in email. And that's it for today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And just remember that BMAC is missing you. Okay, BMAC out.